Good morning, folks. Welcome back. Let's see, is this thing? Yeah, no, it's still coming. Weird. All right. My blunder's taking forever to load up this morning, but we have one up, so that's cool. Might be something I have to deal with later, though. So today we're going to work with making a courtyard and a tower for the interstellar empire on my planet. And based on what we were doing last week, I feel like the 1930s style, the locals works well with cubes and squares and rectangles and that kind of buildings. So, morning, Rob. So to differentiate that, we've been making the sci-fi people, the interstellar people, have rounded shapes. So I think we'll make a rounded courtyard to start with. And I was thinking probably the best way to do this is to use curves and then lathe them, which is kind of a fun technique. So actually, I'm not going to delete that. We'll keep that there for scale. And that's a 2-meter square. Okay. And then I am going to, well, no, we'll get rid of it. Change my mind. Shift A, create a curve, just a Bezier curve. And we're going to go to edit mode and we're going to delete it all. And we are now on the front view. I'll come over here to draw. And each one of these squares is 2 meters. I want it to be up about like here. And I'm going to go and make something that looks like this. Done. I don't know. It can look like anything, but we're just making something. And now I'm going to go to modifiers, add a modifier, and add a generate screw modifier. And what it does is it rotates, it lathes it around the origin point. So our origin point and our walls are right similar here, but we could take this whole thing and GX50. And now we have a 100-meter lathed wall. And we can change some stuff here. So right now it's doing 16 steps. Let's make that 30. Yeah, 30 is fine. And the cool thing about this is, again, it's all procedural, right? It's all just basic. So we can now come in here and go kind of nuts. So we can grab that and SX0 straight. Great, so we flattened that down. And I want my top here. Yeah, it's this whole thing. Just that to be SZ0. Now it's flat to the top. And this one straight down. And we do the same thing here. And we can move it out and up or anywhere we do it, and it just rotates and makes the whole thing. It's a lathe. And we have an inside wall too because we went all the way around. We didn't have to, but we did. So if we look, let's just turn off the screw modifier so we can see our inside again. Now let's take these, Z0, make that flat. And this one, straighten it up. And these two, and that one, that's already flat. Take this one, do that to it. And we have a whole thing going around, which is just cool. And now we don't have to go the whole 360 either. So we could take it down to, say, 340 and put a door into it. That seems like a reasonably sized entrance. And then we can just take the whole thing and RZ10, since we cut it in by 20 degrees, 10, and that lines it up nicely for our, this is a very cool technique. And there's a wall. And again, I'll jump ahead a little bit, but let's just hide our wall, come back to our center and make another one, mesh, or not mesh, curve Bez, and Alt G. Yeah, let's bring it back to there. And center's there, cool. And come in, X. Oh, I'm not going down, edit mode. Go into edit mode, delete the vertices. And now, if we only make it one-sided, we can come over here. And I don't know the scale yet, but I'm just going to make my tower here. Star Wars tower. There's an edge. Add a modifier. Generate screw. Insta tower. Just add Star Wars. And now we can scale it to be the right size. Yeah, it seems it's actually not bad. And we can either just scale it, or we can, move the vertexes out, and that will widen it. Or some combination therein. And again, we still have full control over it to do whatever we want to with it. I kind of like it like that, though. I'm not. No. Okay. So I got this from Jama. Did a tutorial a couple years ago, back in like Blender 2.8, using it, and he made a Star Wars world. So that was why I did it. But no, I'm not trolling you. But it's why when I saw your thing, I was like, oh yeah, Star Wars. You should do this. But it's a great way to make these kind of towers. Oh, and then again, if you don't want it circular, we can just come to our tower and cut our steps down to 4, and we have, a square building. Or even 3, triangle. So it's cool for building like antennas and all that kind of stuff. Go back to 30. I actually think that's a cool looking tower. I like that one. So let's exit and just apply the screw modifier. Oh, which we have to do, sorry, by object and convert to mesh, because it's a curve. And now, if we look at it, we have this cool thing, and we could just come in here now and grab that top, fill it, and we'll do the bottom too to make it a full solid object, just because it sometimes makes our lives easier. That one, and fill it. And now it's a solid object. Cool. And I like this wall too, so let's go ahead and apply it. Convert to mesh. We go and edit. And the first thing I'm going to do is grab, didn't really get a good bottom on this one, did I? Yeah, that's fine. Make sure I'm on the bottom. That's the bottom, right? I'm going to go, let's just make sure. Get in close. Yeah, that's the bottom. 2, select that. And then over on the other side, we go up a little bit. Well, it's fine. I'm actually going to, there we go. We'll grab that. And just because I want to make sure my life is easy, SZ0, now they're the same height, and then GZ, and just give it down a little bit, just to make sure it didn't, I had a little bit of flick of the wrist and it went back up. I didn't want that, because now I'm going to go edge, bridge edge loops, and it creates nice geometry underneath all of that that's separated out into the different sections, which is cool. And then come over here, and 2, and then just F to fill it, because it's just going to be one face. And it looks gross because of the shading, but if we sharpen or turn on auto smooth, morning Micah, we get a cool wall. And now it's a solid object. So now we can do all the fun stuff you can do with solid objects, just distress it, all that kind of shit. Yeah. So that's the technique, Rob. That's what I wanted to show you. But I think it's cool. And now I am actually going to use it to do my stuff today. But I wanted to show it to you because it's just neat. Now, let's bring our tower up. Line it up roughly. There we go. And I maybe make this one Scale it out a little bit, make it more punchy. Cool. That seems cool. Now let's save. Come here. Where am I? New. 2405 27 -1 stream. We call it Courtyard. Sure. Yeah, it does. It makes a decent looking mesh. It's not bad. And obviously, you can use it for spaceships too. It's just a lathe. So as long as you come to your axis line on both ends, you can give it points at both ends. So you can anything you want to make, circular with a lathe, it works great. And it's kind of like drawing for those of you that like that sort of thing more. Like you're drawing the silhouette of your ship or your wall or your building or whatever. Um, cool. Do I buy the models? Well, I just made these models. I don't. Sometimes I do buy some models. Not all that often anymore, but some. Let's create a ground now. Mesh circle S50. Yeah, so that's 100 meters, so I thought. Okay, so we're going to take it to like there. Fill it, and we'll deal with it later, but we just wanted a ground plane. Cool. I know this is a way to make organic soft curve hard shapes, as long as you don't mind them being symmetrical like this. I mean, and that's not super symmetrical, I guess, but like towers. But I like these little lips that we got. I think they're neat. And I like this lip here. And see, how big is this in comparison to a person? It's probably not tall enough. Let's see, how big is he? Yeah, no, it's actually perfect. That's nice. We got a good lip. Because now, what we can do is come here, edit this sucker, and grab that. Yeah, all the way around. 7, Alt-E, extrude edges, scale into like there. That looks good. 3, select it, separate it out in its own geometry, and we have something we can do a platform with. See my other Blender ever come up? Yes, it did, finally. File, open, platform generator. And do, 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 do. Come on, computer. Why are you taking forever? I added a new hard drive into my system yesterday to do some backups, but this shouldn't affect the main hard drive any. We'll give it a minute. Okay. So we're gonna put a thing there, and I actually wanted to try something here. Let's come to there, Shift A, mesh, cube, and can I do 7RZ10? Yes, it does line up. Cool. Nice. And we should be able to mirror it onto this thing. Did it work? No. Okay. Global. that, Alt X, mirror this side. Where'd my cube go? Where's the other one? What? Yeah. No. Weird. Whatever. All right. We'll figure that out in a second. Let's see. Did it ever come up? Yes, it did. Okay. Good. And we're gonna grab, I think, just the straight up. We want the industrial one, or do we want the sci-fi industrial one? I think we just want the industrial one. The sci-fi one's kind of cool, but I don't know. Which one do we want? Yeah, let's do the sci-fi one. Grab it. Collection. Paste it. Turn it off. Okay. And now it's like this and that and join. Okay, cool. And select this, tab. All right. LP section. Great, make its own thing again. Okay. And then we can come over here and just delete this one now. My computer definitely might need a reboot. Seems like we're lagging more than we should be. Okay, cool. So we got that. And then this is going to move to ground. And then this base terrain collection is going to be ground, which won't make any difference yet because it's just flat, but it might later. Okay. And I think I want it down just a little bit. What the hell, man? Why are you so lagged out? Unpleasant. Move. We don't want to go down. Let's go down minus 0.2. Just gonna check my. Everything being used? No, we're doing fine. I don't know. All right, but that lines it up better. That's better. Okay, and could do an internal railing. Then we'll have to adjust that, but that's fine. Tab 2, grab that. EZ1 up, and it's going to bring back a railing. We have too many of them because they're different, and we don't want them to be different. We want them to all be the same. So let's just delete those. Now they're all the same. Cool. Got good railing around there. And it's working. Okay. We got our tower. I don't know that our tower needs to be right down the center. Might give more interest to be like that. And it does give us a bigger courtyard too, which is kind of cooler. Okay. Save again. And I don't think I want this to go quite all the way around. So let's Control R, add an edge loop there, add an edge loop there, and select that and that. X faces. So now our walkway should be, yeah, partial. Okay, now where's our cube? This thing. I just still want to try this. Let's run this one. See what happens. Yeah. Okay, that worked. Well, whatever. All right. So we can come in here, grab this, and edit, and 3E. Could do that if we wanted to. Oh, I remember what I wanted to do. Darn it, I already closed it. Well, it's fine. Okay. Do we like that? No, we don't like that. Let's do something else. Gonna get rid of that for right now. Okay. Over here, reapply that. Yeah, we did apply. Good. Shift A, curve. I'm gonna do another Bezier. Create some basically guard towers. Tab, X, vertices. 1, 3. Okay, we'll do 3. And let's try drawing. And we want to draw on, not annotate, draw on cursor. Yeah. So it goes in there. And add modifier, screw. Yes. Cool. Yep, that's actually pretty good. Pretty much what I wanted. No notes. Okay, well, let's apply it. So again, curve, or object rather, come out of mode. Object, convert to mesh. And we can just then come back in, edit it to fill it. Let's just solo it, fill the bottom 2. Set the bottom. Sometimes it's a pain. That's the bottom. Yes. Fill it. Right. Tab. There we go. That's better. That, and then mirror it. Yes. Cool. And I don't even know if we need to put a gate in here. We could. Maybe if we do, we just go straight across though. Let's see. Don't do that. There we go. Shift A, mesh, cube. That's a 2 meter thick wall. It might be a bit thick. Let's cut it down. SX1, 0.5. Oh, no. SY 0.5. What? No, it says X. There we go. Oh, I was using hard ops to mirror. It just makes it a little easier. It just combines all things together instead of having to go add modify mirror, click on one to the other. It's just Alt X and whatever. Hard ops is great. And I mirrored around the center tower. It just picked an object and mirrored on it. Again, hard ops is just awesome. Okay, a little more. There we go. And there we go. So it's out just okay. Control A, rotation, scale. We have a wall. We have a door now. Yep. And now, yeah, mirror it again. Okay, yeah. So yeah, that's hard ops, and it's just handy. And I'll apply it. Okay, now we have our doors. Now I can edit each one, and then we'll mirror it again, just so the doors stay. But now it knows that there are holes. And my computer definitely needs a reboot, but too late now. Okay, so there's our door. Maybe we'll start on that first. And inset. Oh, okay, sure. Let's grab this whole section. Ugh. Soulless thing. Okay, yep. Control bevel. Out. Alt E. Long normals. And in. There we go. Now they're doors. Okay. Now, I think, let's edit again, tab. We're on this face, yeah. Face, poke faces. Cool. And then II, individual in, then control shift bevel, and increase that. Great. And 3, grab those, and inset in. And we got some cool looking, tech support doors, whatever. Something about that industrial crossbeam shape that just feels sci-fi to most people, including me. Okay. Good deal. And we don't have any kind of like hinging section on these. Do we want something like that? I suppose I could, well, bring them in a little bit like that. Do I want to? Do I want to worry about how they open? I'm not sure that I do. I think we might just let it be like that. Like, what do they do? Do they cut? They can't cut out because that wall's going to be there. Or it's going to bother me now that I've thought about it. It's probably going to bother me now that I've thought about it. Okay. We knew this was going to happen. Tab 3, E. Great. Okay. And a little more. There we go. Now we know how they open. It's a lot of this stuff, it's just like, you just kind of get, oh, that worked, and you remember it. It's just a neat, like, yeah. But I like that little beveling. I don't bevel vertices nearly enough, and I need to remember to do more because it's a cool thing. Okay, that works. Now my door will actually theoretically look like it opens. Come on. What did I edit? The wrong thing. There we go. And 2. And control bevel down. And Alt E. Cool. Just so we have something that looks like, there's a space. Right. Okay. Now, let's come back in again. Tab. Come here. Control R. No, wrong one. This one. I can't so much anymore because it's, yeah. We've kind of messed up our geometry, so now everything's quads. So we're just going to do a cut because I just want to face here. And then 3, E. Yeah. And E again. Okay, cool. And select these faces. And again, face, poke faces. Grab those center pieces and circle. And then E. It's fine. Door. Okay. Just like the little bars in the across the top. I feel like they add something to us. Now, we could mirror this whole thing if we wanted to. Do we want to? Sure, why not? Might make our thing a little thicker. No, that worked. Cool. Yeah, I live on poke faces. Okay, so the back is not lining up, and I'm not going to stress, but it does. Doors do. I guess it still opens out, so it's fine. Okay, save. Let's grab this bad boy and just look at it. See what its geometry's looking like. Not bad. Actually, we'll leave the top one in, I don't think it'll do much. And come out and settings on hard ops. I'm going to turn off dynamic scale because I want to make it actual real units. And panels, square. Okay. And they are not deep enough because we did actual units, but that's fine. Point, how much you want? 0.25 inch thick steel, roughly. Yeah. And we can inset a little more on this one now. Let's go with 0.01. Let's try that. Maybe a little more even. Let's try. Oh, it's minimum. So it's this one up here we want to change. Come on. Man, my computer's slow today. Thickness, 0.025. So it should take it in an inch. Yep. Cool. Just inset our plates a little bit. That seems good. Q, sharpen. Yeah, those look like cool plates. Nice. Cool, cool, cool. And actually, don't even really need this. Do we still need the original one? Is it still got a hole in it? Yeah, it does. I don't really think we need it though. I think I'm actually just gonna get rid of the original one. I think. Ugh, no. Undo. Okay. Tab 2 fill. Okay, there we go. And I guess we'll fill the bottom one too. Okay, and then we'll unparent it and delete the original. No point having geometries sitting on top of each other if it's not doing anything. It's all hidden anyway, so. Okay. Nice. Now, we really need to start doing something on this inside though. Where's our dude? There's our dude. I just want to bring it back over here for scale. See how big we are. It's not a huge tower, but it's not small. Yeah. Okay. Let's, how do we want to do? Want to keep this circle thing going? Yeah, let's do that. Mesh. Cylinder. Sure. And its radius is 1. We want a radius of 4. Yeah. Depth, we'll go to 10. Okay. And that'll do. And then we can come over here and RY90. Cool. Yep, that's about right. Even a little bit bigger. S 1.5. Yeah. Okay. And then tab 1 and K. Yeah. K. C. Cool. Yep. And 3 doesn't matter, but Alt Z B X faces. And again, we'll go ahead and just solidify it. Okay. And it needs to come, it doesn't really, but we'll bring it down just a little bit. There we go. Entranceway into our building. And I wonder, ooh, let's take these towers, bring them in to like there too. Yeah. Cool. Replication of form. Always awesome. Okay. Another door thing on this. Tab 3. Easiest thing, Alt X, mirror it. Okay. AM. No, there were no different. Okay, and then apply it again, and now we have our 2 doors. Now this one would be a little bit more interesting if we do this face cut. Face, poke faces. How do we feel about that? It's kind of interesting. Control Shift bevel. Can't go too far because it's smaller, but that could be good. Actually, I don't need this side. See how we feel about it. Yeah, I don't hate it. It's all right. Again, grab this one and control bevel. 1, just thick enough to give us some kind of a sign, and E, door. Okay. Surely. Okay. Looking all right so far, I guess. I'm going to, so is it still mirrored? No. Alt X, mirrored again. Okay. Yeah. Tab 2, Control R. Oh, sorry, can't because of that. 7. KYC. To there. Yeah. And apply. And mirror it again. Cool. Now I should be able to two. Two. Yeah, good deal. Cut them up again. Control plus 3. Select that. Looks good. We really don't need the bottom selected, but okay. And we'll select those two. Right. Tab, Shift Q. Panels are loop extrudes. Let's try loop extrudes this time. One. And actually on this one, I'm going to, here we got this selected. Shift Q, settings, turn back on dynamic scale. Loop extrude 1. Okay, actually, kind of just dig that. Try 2. And I think I'm good with that. I don't think we need more. Gives us, yeah, some neat forms on top of that. Then we can modify our own if we want to. Okay. Cool. And our tower, it's gonna be like a grain storage silo, I think, or something like that, probably. Or a tea storage silo on this world. Let's mirror it. At least that way. And let's see, this one, let's try plate inserts. Just so we get some in as well as out. Plating seed. Exactly. The caddy. I don't know, what do you call tea storage in India before they ship it off to England? That's what this is, you know. Did it work? Oh, I don't have anything selected, do I? A. There we go. Plate sets. Now let's try this again. Whoo, no. Turn off even. That's pretty cool. Sharpen it. Lots of little, you know, Star Warsian panels everywhere. I probably could have made them more, but that's actually probably okay. Let's look at our, don't edit the ground, not yet anyway. Edit this thing. Come on, man, my computer's slow. Okay, that thing. Yep, looks good. Good face cutting on it. I'm okay with that. Yeah, I am all right with that. Now, what do we want it to our shot to look like, and have we build more into this? We need some more stuff in there, but that's not too hard to do. We like our walkway. Just kind of trying to decide what I want to do next, you know? Kind of space do I want to put it in? We can always do trees around the outside and like a road. That would be kind of cool. Like we're moving out of the city a little bit, but this doesn't really feel like a city building. Yeah, okay, let's do that. So the first thing I'm going to do is come back over here and remove the ground connection. Otherwise, this will take forever. Okay, so we got our ground. And now let's quad remesh it. 300. Remesh it. Jesus Christ. Okay. M ground. And remove the old one. Okay. Edit. Now, we're not going to worry too much about what's beyond, but I think we do want to take this and we'll turn on proportional and not these. And GZ up to like that. And then Alt-E, extrude edges, scale, and GZ down. So we're putting in a little bit of a valley of sorts. And then we're going to want to 3C, select all this. Okay, and all that. That should be all right. And we'll make it detail. Save. Okay. F4, append. Auto terrainer. Node tree. Trainer base. Okay. And add modifier. Geometry node. Trainer base. Cool. Yeah, that works. It goes inside a little bit, but not bad. That's fine. Actually, we're going to take the whole thing, I think. I'm fine with this. I don't really care too much about my terrain this time. It's not really the focus. Select it all, A, and we will quick displace 0.5, everything. Yeah. Yep, that's cool. I'm completely fine with that. It applies it to everything, but we just get a little bit more bumpage on those other ones too. No big deal. All right, so we have ground now set. So we should be able to come back to here and reassign our terrain collection back to ground. And as long as we don't go editing the ground, that should be fine. Cool. Yeah, it doesn't do much because it's still pretty flat, but you know, but it is there. And actually, I think we need some lights too. And want to make a new one this time? Yeah, sure. Let's do that. We'll just keep doing it with the Bezier curve. We'll just make that our style today. Curve, Bezier. Let's come back into it, and 1, and tab, exit all, and we're going to draw. Something like that. I don't know. Add modifier, generate, screw it. It's a mushroom light, woohoo! It's a little bit too extreme, I think. Oh, turn off proportional. It's like, what? Cool. And actually, let's just make these. There. SX0, so it's straight. And SX0, also straight. Yeah, and then G, move it in and down. Yeah. Give us a cool. And cool. And B, let's grab those. And bring that in as well. All right. That's kind of cool. Works well for me. Let's just see. We'll keep it looping like that. Yeah. All right, that's fine. Maybe I'll shrink it just a little bit more. Ooh, interesting. Am I getting, which one's do? Oh, it's this one. Don't want that one. There we go. Yeah. Oh, I want that one too. Ooh. Wee, weird. It's kind of neat. Sure. All right, we'll keep it. And again, come in, edit, and 2, just close our cap, and close our bottom, and I want to now just do a little bit of materializing on the sucker before we send it out into the world. Shaders, me, metal, distressed hull, or yellow paint, dirty yellow paint. Let's see what that looks like. We can live with that. We might change it up a little bit, but okay. And then tab and 3. Let's select this loop and this loop, and actually Alt-E, insert them in a little bit. This is the other thing I like with this. Like after you've done lathing it, you can do anything you want to it. So you can go tweak it to your little heart's content. My little heart is never content, but you know. And red. Add material on the outside. And you're thinking, did I not assign? Okay, there we go. And then let's come back in here again, edit our sucker, and select that, that, and maybe one or two more. Yeah, one more. Okay, and plus assign white, sure. You are running so slow. Okay, close the area. And now we can go hard ops and Q, mesh tools, radial array, and bring them out. And how many do we want? We got 8. Let's go 15. Yes, 15 seems good. It will line up nicely with our 30 cut on our thing. GZ. I'm gonna have to bring it in a little bit, but come on. And radial displacement. Let's just go with 50. That would take it right to that inside, right? Yeah, so we want more than that. 52. Yes. Cool. Or even, well, we'll put on the inside of the wall. 51. 51.5. Right there. GZ. Shift A. Cube. Get that the hell out of my way. Yeah, there we go. Maybe we want it in a little bit. So it's right in the center of that space. Yeah, okay, cool. And let's see. We have one floating here in air, unfortunately. But I think if we take this whole thing and we do RZ10, or just, we should be able to line it up reasonably close. That one's good. Just a little bit more. Cool, good enough. Railings. Okay. Nice. So we got that. We got little lights now. We might need more later, but you know, why not? It's fine. And let's see. What do we want to do? I don't want more. I think that's enough lights. I was like, do I want more? But no, I think that's good. We might maybe make them a little bigger. Let's see. Just turn them off. And scale Z 1.5. And turn them back on. Let's see if that's better. Well, also they went huge. Why did they go so big? I said 1.5. Oh. Oh, does it not want me to scale it? What's the scale set on for it? That's fine. All right. Did that change it? No, that should be lined up there. Yes. Radial array, object offset. Did I change my radial empty? Weird. Okay, let's just go back. Undo all that. Local view. There we go. Just this sucker. Tab A. Yes, I think I did. Where's its cursor? I'm just going to put it to here. Yeah. 3D cursor ASZ 1.5. Now that should be fine. Yeah. Okay. And I do like them better that tall. All right. So we got that. Now we're going to put this thing trees, right? That's what we're going to put is around this outside. We might want to warp it out a little bit too. It's a little even as I look. Oh, it's probably constructed that way, but hey. All right, let's come back here. Turn off ground again. I have been burned now too many times last week on that. Grab this and sculpt mode. Now let's just grab this and do a little bit of tweaking. So it's not quite so universally the same. I don't know. You kind of go nuts on this. Do it as much as you want. We're going to cover this shit with trees anyway, so I don't know that it really makes a huge diff, but like I'm not putting a lot of rock textures and stuff on here because I don't really think there's any point. But once you start tweaking, you're like, oh, I could just do a little more. And you're like, oh, that seems too even or whatever. And yeah, no, that's better. All right. Great. So now come back and edit it. And I don't think we have any vertice content anymore. No, we lost it all. See. Just going to grab all this. We want it to be a little not even. Again, we don't, anything we do stuff like this, we don't want it to look like we cut it from the top, which is exactly, of course, what we did. So add a new vertex group, and we're going to call it clearing. And we assigned it, right? Yeah. Okay. Save. And geoscatter. Emit from our ground. And biome scatter. I'm terrified today, so as my computer is running, but let's see. It's a cool one. These are pretty low weight, so maybe we'll go with them. 12? Let's try it. Thinking. Trees. Still thinking though, right? Yeah. 50. Okay. It's not too bad. Keep it out here for right now. And we're gonna vertex group this whole sucking thing off of clearing. So now our ground is not there at all, which we will need to fix. But that seems like a good, yeah, I like that. That seems excellent. Okay, now I'm gonna go in and edit this thing again. And can I just shrink it into there? Interesting. Just like that. And call that dirt. And sign. Okay. And we're going to turn off this biome for right now. We're good with it. And we're going to grab something else. Which one? Wasteland 6. Oh, we probably may have to do this one more time. Because I can't do an intersection. I'll have to do it as a second group. Well, it's fine. This is actually not that heavy a biome, I don't think, most of the time. The problem is I don't want this one where the trees are. So what we have to do is come in here and edit, select that, and invert, and then grab the, let's see, no. Which way we want it? Clearing, deselect. No, it's everything. Invert, great, and then dirt, deselect. Okay, yes. And then plus, 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 just to give us a bit more. And add a new one, and we're going to call it outside. And assign. Okay. Now, wasteland. Where do we want, how many parts do we have? We have lots of stuff. We probably don't want it all outside, but let's do it this way. Vertex group, outside, and then reverse it. Okay, so that would be everything is just on the outside. That's cool. We have nothing inside at all. And then I want about half of these things back on the inside, though, is a problem too. Gravel and clump below. And yeah, I think just those two. Gravel and clump low. Copy groups. And paste systems. I want them outside of wasteland though, so I may have to move them again. I'm not sure if it'll put them in or not. Do 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 do. Cool. No, it did separate. Good. And we want these two in our own group. New group. Great. And this group, vertex group, is only going to be dirt and inside. And we'll turn off this one. We'll save just to make sure. And we want to see what this does. Which one's bigger? Distribution 46, 19. What did this one on? Yeah. Okay, cool. So that's going to go on our inside. And we're going to decrease its count, actually. There we go. Maybe a bit more. And gravel, let's save. Turn on gravel. And we can see it. Is it even there? Where's my gravel? Come on. Well, let's see what we got. I'm not seeing any gravel. Or is that part of it? No, that's part of the ground. Grumble, 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 grumble. Geoscatter. Import. Gravel. Where are you? Okay. I don't see this instance collection, wastelands gravel copy. Where is that? Is it existing? I don't think it's existing. Oh, there it is. Wasteland gravel copy. Where's that object? Just going and looking for something. Sorry. Does it exist? No, it does not exist. It didn't copy properly. Well, fine. Control C, copy objects. Control V. Paste objects. Now it should. Okay. So where are you? Why don't I see you? Alrighty. What you doing here? Okay. Yeah. Ground. Geoscatter. Where are you? You know what? I'm just going to do it again. Let's just get rid of it. Okay. Now I'm going to select those. Cool. And I'm going to scatter objects. Don't be that way with me. Okay. Now they're around, right? Yes. Cool. We got lots of gravel now. And then we can move it. It might have been there before, but my group. Cool. Just on the inside. Turn on the clumps low. Just want to see some dirt in there. Okay, that feels better. Sorry about that, guys. Okay, let's see what it looks like now. We're getting some. I think that's better. I'm gonna add, well, we'll add some other stuff to it too. Okay, we'll call it. We're gonna go with that. Let's just come all the way back up and turn off geoscatter for right now. Okay, we need to do some materializing anyway. This sucker. We need to give it a material. Get him away. Okay. Shaders. And concrete. Come here. Which size do we want? Just trying to decide which one we want. Let's try this one. I don't think I've used this one. Okay, Z8. Take a look at it. I don't remember if we need to UV it or not. I think we might. Yes, we do. One. Solo it. Tab A, U, cylinder projection. I guess it kind of was already, wasn't it? Let's check the UVs on it. A scale. Let's see what that looks like. U cube projection. I just want to see what you do. I like that better. Yeah, I do like that better. Sure, that's cool, at least for right now. The top. Well, or no. Be fine for right now. Okay. Save. Come back. Okay. Got that concreted. Then metal. What do we want to do for metal on this? We've been going with the yellow, which actually lines up well with that. We could just make this that ugly ass yellow. Let's see what it looks like. Yellow. Dirty yellow paint on dented metal. Okay, that's a little bit strong on the dirt for right now. Maybe we just go with this instead. Let's see. It's a little better. Maybe a little too metal for me. But maybe plates of paint. It doesn't actually have to look that dirty this time. This is a relatively new world. I just have a tendency to grunge out everything. So, ooh. Oh, that's that, right. Sci-fi panel. Just trying a few things. Tab A, U, cube projection. Yeah, that's better. That's all right, at least for right now. The same for this one. Sci-fi panel. Again, got to UV it again. A, U, cube projection. Oh, that's much better. It's very Star Warsian. I mean, which is kind of what the texture was made for, so that's not terribly shocking. And let's see. Cool, cool. And just sci-fi steel. What does that one look like? No, it's a little too dark. Distressed hull. It's still a little dark. Metal sheeting plain gray. Feel better about this one. Yeah, I do feel better about that one actually. Maybe. Let's see. Try it here too. It's okay. I don't know. That's better, I think. Actually, just scaling it slightly. Yeah, okay. Sure. Now, let's do us a little bit more stuff. How do we want to do some stuff? What stuff do we want to do? Okay. Oh, I have an idea. I have an angle. Shift A, mesh circle. Alt G. S50. So that should be the same size now as our, yep. Control A, rotation, scale, tab, F. Now, inset. This one we're not going to re-topo. We're just going to do that too. And then I'm going to bring it up slightly so I can see what I'm doing. 7. Then we'll drop it back down again later. C. all those. And those. There we go. And that. And then insert. Or invert. Insert. Invert. Let's actually do that. Maybe just select those. That could be cool. And then what if we did? I promise you this will make sense. I hope. Cool. Mirror it. Great. I got this. It's mirrored, right? Yes. Okay. Now, Shift Q, tubes. And amount 25. Okay. F9. Offset 1. Or even higher. Yeah. And curve scale 0.01. Something like that is not bad. We want to go a little higher up. So offset, minimum of 1, maximum of 3. Sure. And limit body. Does that help us? Actually, don't like it. Okay. And then offset seed. Sure. We can live with that, I think. And then actually F9. Let's offset it a bit more even. Minimum of 1.5, maximum of 4. Cool. Okay, now we like that. We even like the shape, I think. So let's just get rid of the base that we built it on from. And we have pipes. And then we can take those again and GZ and bring them back down into the ground slightly. Okay. Sure. Then we select them. And utility, flanges and couplings. And custom. We're going to go to caps only. And we're going to go with flange 5 cap. And radius is going to be 0.025. Right? Yes. Yes, it is. Maybe a little smaller. 0.02. Look at me, almost out of time, man. Cool. That's a good height, I think, for those. Cool. Now we're going to come back to this thing again and Shift Q, flanges and couplings, and now we're going to do a body only. And we're going to go with heavy flange. Let's see. Sure. I'm going to say 2. Nice. All right, I like that. And then we'll go up a little bit. Select those and those. GZ up to there. Yep, that seems fine. That gives us some stuff in here. You know, it's all sort of strange, inexplicable sci-fi anyway, so that's okay. Save. And then we will pick materials, new, maybe chevron distressed hull for that one. And same for that one. And this one, we will do dirty yellow. Let's see what that looks like. I may have to adjust it, but I do like it often. Yeah, it seems pretty good. Cool. I don't know what it's for, but it's a space. I feel like those pipes might be a bit too bright just for the coloring of what we're doing here. So let's go tweak them. And just take this yellow and make it a bit more orange, maybe a bit darker. And take a look. Yeah, it's better. Just feels less like in your face. And we still have lights here. They're lit. They're doing well. Let's make the light a bit brighter on the white. Strength of 50. Assuming we want to go to like an evening shot. And let's just do a little bit more. Then we'll call it. But I think we're getting close to something neat. Z6. Oh, this one's already been. Let's just solo it, tab it, edit it. Let's see what I can find. L. No. It's all one part. Oh. Okay. L by sharp, yes. And I'm just going to grab a couple of these. And Control L by sharp, yes. Great. And we'll grab that one too. Okay. Seems good. And let's see that one. Yeah, sure. New material, assign it. And we're going to give it Starship Lights. Let's see what it does. It's going to be dark in places. And let's just see if that's too dark, but come on, Z8. U, cube projection, UV. We want to select A, G, and kind of come into here-ish. Right, let's see. Yeah, that's cool. Just a couple lights in places. can dig on that. It's we could maybe even make our other one a little darker, or just, I might modify that material to go on top of the other one, but we'll see. It's not a material editing thing right now. Big, medium, small. I've actually used a lot of them today. Wash up greebles, kit objects, trim sheets, antennas. Sure. And let's do this one. Yeah, I like those orange pipes. And Rob, and thanks, Micah. I'm glad you guys agree. I feel like I might be quite lagged today, but for when I'm hearing your stuff, but hopefully not too bad. Drop it back to 6. Tab 3, Shift S2, tab, object, set origin 3D cursor, object, set origin, geometry to origin, GZ. Okay. Yeah, I like that. From this angle, let's rotate it 45. Okay. Sure. Now let's set our camera to here and go, oh my God, we lost our camera. Flip end 250 is fine. Lens anamorphic. Now let's go 35 though. And resolution to Panavision. And come in a little bit now. Something like that. Maybe. Let's see. HDR maker. I'm going to import HDR. What's 47? Lots of daylight. Great. Great. Ooh, yeah. Yeah. Maybe 175. Sure. Is that 1175? Yeah, 1175. Add it. Let's see what we got. I mean, it's cool. It's a little dark, but it's cool. Let's see if we can't bring it up a little bit. Exposure 8, 7, and then we'll go back to HDR and we'll make the sky darker. -1. Try to bring them in so the other lights have more bearing. That's kind of cool. I feel like that's probably reasonably good, particularly if we maybe throw a fake light in there too. But let's see. Turn back on geoscatter. Hide the imports. And geoscatter. Turn on biome 12. Let's save. Maybe a bit brighter. It's hard to tell. Exposure 6. Let's see. Let's go to 7. And let's cheat a light on it a little bit. Just put it here. I'm going to kill geoscatter and make our lives faster again. It doesn't seem to be changing our, it's not making things much darker this time. Sometimes it does. Come on. There we go. And lights, Shift A, light, sun. Let's come in and we're going to make it be cross and slightly on us. Let's see. And we're going to set it to a very cool color again. Well, like 8,000. Not quite super cool, but let's see what that does. Too bright. 0.25. It's probably okay. Even maybe go to 0.2. Yeah. Our ground is very dark, and that's okay. Let's see what it looks like with the sky. Or the trees, rather. That's just those first set of trees. We don't have the inner stuff. I think that might be okay. Maybe a bit bright. 0.25. Or we go exposure 7.5. Yeah, I think that's better. Okay, cool. Well, there's a few little things I need to tweak, but I think we're almost there. Focus on the tower. Yeah, so that's, I mean, I admit that today I wanted to do this just because I saw Rob's thing the other day and I'm like, ooh, I think this would be cool to show him. So that's why we did it this way, but I think it turned out all right. I like it. And yeah, thanks for hanging out with me, folks. And I hope it was neat. I hope it, helps some way. And I'll be back again tomorrow. We'll do another one. Probably something a little bit more involved back with the city again. We'll go jump back into our 1930s stuff added to this, and we'll see what we get. Okay, everybody, have a great rest of your day, and we'll see you later. Okay, take care, folks.